So my name is Shenda O'Hare and I work for Killowen Distillery. The brand that we have is our Pangur Irish Poitín. So Poitín is a traditional drink in Ireland, and without it, you would not actually have Irish whiskey or any whiskey. So traditionally, it's quite important, but historically as well, it's quite an important brand, or product, I should say. But with this brand, we kind of want to give it a real fun, lighthearted look and kind of bring it up into the modern world.
Nice. Are you currently available in US? I mean, you entered in Bartender Spirits Awards. People loved it. You got 85 points, silver medal, right?
Yeah.
So what's the current landscape? Which states, or are you looking for an importer?
Yeah. So currently we are available in New York. The Dead Rabbit there, that famous bar,
nice.
Has our product, yes. And they have it on one of their cocktails of the month, actually, which is fantastic. And they've also started including us as part of their Irish whiskey tasting sessions, because obviously with Poitín being essentially like a new make whiskey, it really connects for people, that sort of taste profile, and educates them on what Poitín is. We're also available then on the West Coast over in California. But what we're hoping to do, and why we entered the awards, was to sort of expand our reach and to reach more people. And the Bartender Spirit Awards particularly, we thought, what better way than to go straight to those bartenders that will hopefully be using our products and helping us to push it out there to the wider public.
True. So let's go a little tactical here. I mean, a little more logistical info. Who's your importer and what is the pickup location? If other state distributors want to see your products.
Yeah, so it's High Road Spirits, our importer, and they work then with a load of other importers for different states, because obviously different states have different regulations out there. So they would be our main importer. We'll send it to them. So if you get in touch with High Road Spirits, they would.
And where are they based? Are they West Coast or East Coast?
West Coast, over in California. Yeah.
All right. So I believe the pickup location would be Los Angeles or San Francisco.
Up around San Francisco. Yeah, I think it's Sacramento. Exactly.
Got it. Understood. How many SKUs are there? Like, can people mix and match?
Yep. So, for example, we have the main one that won, which is our original. And then I've got two others here to show, which is our Stout Wood Rested, which again, a stout finish would be very familiar to whiskey drinkers. And then we have a PX finish, again, another very familiar finish to whiskey drinkers. And the idea there is to kind of give people that nice connection between the two. And for also cocktail makers, bartenders, that it's flavor profiles that they're already familiar with, so they can have a little bit of fun experimenting with them for cocktails.
Nice. So, when you're knocking doors or when you are training the sales reps of distributors and importers, what sort of elevator pitch are you telling them? If they have to introduce your brand to a bartender, what's that 5-minute quick elevator pitch?
Yeah, so Pangur Irish Poitín, as I've already mentioned, it's the traditional spirit of Ireland. So what you have there is you have that connection already with whiskey, and most people are very familiar with whiskey, so they are. What people are discovering here in Ireland and wider across the world is that when you get someone who's really good at making Poitín, you've already got all those flavors there. You're not dependent on a cask finish. And what I would describe it flavor profile wise to people would be, it's very similar to like a tequila or a mezcal. It's got a lovely little bit of smoke just towards the end. But then on this particular brand that we have, you've got those lovely cask finishes, and it's only a 10-week cask finish, or as we're allowed to say, wood rested, according to the technical file. So for 10 weeks, this particular one here has been in a bourbon cask. So that gives just, as you can see, an amazing amount of colour in just 10 weeks. But also it gives that little tiny influence of vanilla there, which works really well with the sort of earthy undertones of the actual spirit itself. And then similarly with the stout, you get those lovely chocolate notes coming through. And with the PX, you get those lovely dark fruits, figs, and that coming through, and raisins. So again, it gives you already a base spirit to work with for a cocktail, so that you're playing with those flavours within it, rather than trying to overcome any flavour that's there. You're enhancing it, and it works really well with both sweet and sour cocktails. So it's a real fun one for people to play with.
Any particular message that you would want to pass on to the trade? I mean, it can be other markets as well. Like if you're looking for importers in any other countries, feel free to just do a last call to action as well.
Yeah, I guess for ourselves, the main thing personally that I like, because it's designed for cocktails, is for people to come up with their own twists on cocktails. So generally for people starting out and they're kind of like, well, what kind of cocktail will I make? I would sort of recommend, because tequila and mezcal cocktails are so popular. So initially just try that first little switch from a tequila or mezcal to to our Pangur poaching, you might need to adjust the sweet or sour slightly, but then have fun with that, playing with the different flavor profiles that you have.
Super, amazing. Where can people find you? If they are, if there is a distributor out there in around any world, how can they get samples and pricing?
Yeah, basically the best thing would be to get in touch with us directly. This product itself has actually only been going from just towards the end of last year, so we're about 8-9 months in now, so it's absolutely fantastic that for such a young product we've won that award, and that we've got that recognition from like some of the best bars in the world. It's also a product that can be used in culinary styles as well. People have used it in cooking fish and vegetables and making wonderful cream sauces, so it's very versatile, and I think the flavors are really come through, and it's something that people really need to try. So definitely reach out to us if there's any way we can get them samples, and we're more than happy to do that, because it really is one of those products, once you taste it, you'll be inspired to do something with it.